Hi, myself Ambika. I am from MCA department. I'm going to do with the face recognition using different types of algorithms. I just introduction about the face recognition algorithms. Face recognition is of great importance to real world applications such as video surveillance, human machine interaction, and security system as compared to traditional machine learning approaches. Deep learning based methods have shown better performance in terms of accuracy and speed of processing in image recognition. What are the importance of using this face recognition? There are three importance of face recognition, that is acquisition of face data, extracting face feature, and recognition of face. In acquisition of face data, in this step, the images are collected on real-time from webcam or stored in the database. It can be stored in the database. In extracting face features, extracting relevant information from a face image in this extraction, a mathematical representation of original image called biometric template can be generated. In this in this step, the third is recognition of face. Once a picture are extracted and selected, the next step is to classify the image for classification using one of the deep learning algorithms or various methods. Sometimes feature extraction and recognition process done simultaneously. The algorithm CNN, convolutional neural network. It is a categorical neural network that have proven very effective in areas such as image recognition and face detection. In this CNN made up of many layers, it consists of filters and kernels or neurons that have weight and biases. The CNN architecture can be contain three layers. There are three layers in the CNN architecture: convolution layer, pooling layer, and fully connected layer. In the convolution layer, in the first layer is the convolution layer. In the convolution layer, it is used to extract a feature from the input data, which is an image. It shows the relation between the pixels by using small squares of input image that produce a activation map for next layer. In this convolution layer, the images can be selected by pixels by using small squares. The part will be divided into four small squares. The image part will be divided into four small squares. Then it will be generate the activation map and send it to next layer. The next layer is the pooling layer. In the pooling layer, it takes the input as activation map. In this layer, the pooling function generates the output vector. It is used to discard some unimportant information which can help to reduce the calculation by less parameters. In this pooling layer, we use the max pooling method. It is used to calculation the parameters. The four squares are divided. It takes an individual squares can be taken. It takes a maximum value on that square. It will be taken and it will be made up of one square. The four squares are divided. Then I will take the one square maximum value. Then I will make a one square for all the four squares in this pooling layer. Then it will be sent to the next layer, fully connected layer. In the fully connected layer, it is used to reduce the effect to the features that are bound by pixel position when extracting from the image. It increases the robust stability. In fully connected layer, every filter can be connected to every filter in the next layer. Weight vector and the input vector is computed in order to final the output. In every pixels of the image can be connected to a single filters. There are some filters in this shown in the image. The three images shows the squares of each individuals. Then the last one, it will be connected to all the filters. It is shows fully connected layers. In this convolution layer, the another one is ReLU layer. ReLU layers all the negative values in the map. It can be reduced by 0. This is a convolution neural network algorithm. Structure shows the convolution neural network structure. The B is biased the W1 and W2, it is weight of the image. The X1, X2 are the input images. The calculation will be done as Z of Z, the activation function we use it for this CNN architecture. It will be generating in marking as multiplication using formula. This is called as convolution neural network algorithm. I just explain with the next three algorithms. The first one is the PCA. In this PCA algorithms, it is a statistical approach used for reducing the number of variables in face recognition. It involves extracting the most relevant information contained in the images. In this PCA, we just wanna go with PCA. PCA is the another algorithm for using face detection algorithms. In this PCA, in this principal component analysis algorithms, I will explain about with algorithms. Just the algorithm, let's consider a set of m images of dimension n into n training images. In this picture shows the n into n training images. Then you can make it as if first convert these images into vectors of size n square, but such that in this n into n images, I just convert into n square vectors, n square into 1 vectors. Then the PCA applied to calculate the average of all these face vectors and subtract it from each vector. This is called average vector. If I take the test image, I just convert into average vector with doing subtraction. Now we take all face vectors so that we get a matrix of size n square into m. M is the number of face detections. This is A equals to A1, A2, A3 or AM. This is the parameters of our input images of the algorithms. In these steps, we take the coefficient of eigenfaces and represent the training faces in the form of vector of those coefficient. The xi, w high, w2, w3, wik. This is the weight of the each images. I just calculate with training images with the average images. Then it is easy to implement and less expensive. This is the advantages of the main advantages of the PCA. The proper center face is required for training and testing. This is the main disadvantages of the PCA. Then the next algorithm is independent component analysis, ICA. It minimizes both second order and higher order dependence in the input data and attempts to find the basis along which the data are statically independent. It can be taken as independent, statically independent database for inputting. It is used to show the dependency of the each dimensions of the images. The algorithm shows this is S is the independent sources, C is mixing matrix, A is the X values are image 1, image 2, image n. This is the input images, and with learning weight is W. The basis image 1, basis image 2 is showing the independent basis images called output. This is the architecture of the ICA. If AS equals to X, A is the mixing matrix and S is the independent sources, and X equals to observation data matrix. What are the input images are taken? The input images can be taken as it can be considered as x1 of 1, x1 of 2, x1 of m. This is the first image I taken. This is called the matrix multiplication. The first pixel, then in the PCA we convert into squares. We just calculate in this ICA. This first pixel or first square, second pixel is the second square. The base input, nth image, this is the last image. It shows it is calculation will be done using B1 with bias with weight. Bias with weight, bias into weight, bias into weight, bias into weight. It will be continued with take on the based on the input values. It can be calculated. With zero mean and the data matrix X is in the first part, phase 1, phase 2 and phase n, x1, x2, x, and in the ICA we use to W in U equals to and output equals to W into X, U1 into UN, likes bias 1 into weight 1, bias 2 into weight 2 plus bias 3 into the power of n values. This is the ICA. The main disadvantages of this ICA is more powerful data representation. The next is the linear discriminant analysis, LDA. It finds the vectors in the underlying space that best discriminate among classes. I will show with the figures with bar. The LDA maximizes the between the class scatters, the minimize the within class scatter. The class A shows the it maximize the class scatter. Class B shows the it minimize the class scatter. What is graph shows? The analysis will be underlying space, the discriminant among classes, two different classes. What are the difference between two different classes? The algorithm of LDA is first is square images with width equals to height equals to n and W equals to H equals to n. M is the number of images in the database, P is the number of persons in the database. Using face algorithm, we compute the average of all faces. 1 divided by m is the number of persons in the images, means m equals to input values equals to 8. A1 and B1 and LH1. This is the average of all faces using PCA algorithms. The average space can be computed using the small squares. This one shows the one image can be divided into 4 squares using average 1 by 2 of this A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2. M is the number of persons and AX is the AX square is the input values average. I will take into four values A, C, E, G. This is the 4 values. I will be make it as 4 values. I will find the average of face detections. Then we build the scatter matrix S1, S2, S3 and S4. I just convert to the matrix into scatter. S1 equals to the one square shows the A1, A2, the B1, B2. I will be converted as S1, S2 will be converted as second square. S3 will be third square and S4 is the fourth square. And within the class scatter matrix equals to SW equals to S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus S4. This is the representation of the LDA. The between the class scatter matrix is we are searching the matrix W, maximizing the SBW and SWO. This is the weight of the this first one is the bias of the input image and the weight of the input image divided by weight of the input image. This is the final output of the LDA. The next is comparison of these three algorithms. In what are the difference between these three algorithms? The main is in PCA it is a dimension reduction, in LDA is a pattern. It is used for pattern classification. In ICA it is used to blind source separation or classification. It can be used for different platforms. The comparison between the PCA and ICA are complex because of usage. The usage of the PCA is more. This is shown the difference between the three algorithms. LDA memory usage is slow or efficient. Recognition rate is better than PCA and strong data representation is there. In ICA, it moderate memory usages. It is better than PCA. It is powerful than PCA data representation. In PCA, it is a high memory usage is better than eigenface on rate. It is a powerful data representation in showing all. In this difference, the LDA is more efficient and using this squares because ICA it's a more powerful data representation is there. In PCA it was taken center phase is proper phase is required for training and testing. The proper image is required. In LDA it requires the two classes it will be separated. That's why the LDA is the better than this of two. The last summary of this presentation is there exists a lower dimensional space which can more efficiently represent a data set. PCA finds a low dimensional projection that maximizes variance in the data. The amount of variance retained is given by number of principal components we choose. The conclusion of this presentation is CNN is an interesting and promising tool that it works well with large data set. CNN is the best method used for face detection. It is used in large data set. Future enhancement is use horizontal flipping and cropping from corners to generate more data. In this face recognition, using corners, flipping, cropping, the experiment different configuration and parameters. These experiments can be done with different configuration and parameters. I hope my presentation is good. Thank you for giving this opportunity. I just um, I just say about in my own way. I just learn about. I just search and learn about it. And thank you once again.